Hi, thank you for joining our virtual meet and greet for FIU's 100% online Master of Science in Engineering Management for our new students coming into the program this summer 2024 semester and beyond. Here's what our agenda looks like for today. We're going to do a little intro, an icebreaker, and then we're going to do a spotlight right on each of our professors. We're going to make sure that we're going to ask you questions, but then also we want to get to know your questions so that we can answer anything that's on your mind. So we have a whole team of people here today for the master's program, and you'll get to work closely with each of these people, including all of our professors. And really what we want to know is where you're joining us from. So, let me start off with, we are FIU Online. We do have students from all over the world, and our professors can share a little bit about stories about where our students are from, but really we cater to students from all over the world. That is really intention, that we can provide you your education regardless of where you are from. So we'd love to know where you're joining us from. Please do share in the chat. And in the meantime, let me introduce myself. My name is Carla Maria. I have been a part of FIU Online, helping students all over the world, really for over 10 years. And in my role, I work to help professionals like yourselves stay active, lifelong learners, and really just further their education and career. And really, I work with students from all over, from every single continent. So we'd love to know where you're joining us from. Please do share in the chat. And then we also have a team of people here. Again, all our professors are here to just share a little bit about themselves, and hopefully you'll get to know what each of they are about. And also, before we get started right into who our professors are and what you can expect from each of their classes, let me share with you about FIU. So FIU is the public state university in South Florida. We offer bachelor's, master's, and doctoral programs in many different disciplines, including engineering. And we're actually one of the largest universities in the United States based on enrollment class size. So we have over 50,000 students across all of our online and on-campus programs. And we are also the #1 university in the country to award bachelor's and master's degrees to Hispanic students. So just keep that in mind, that when you join this master's program at FIU, you're joining a very large community. And also from the very beginning, since we created FIU, we've always catered to very different students, very busy students, managing, handling many different things going on in their lives. So for us, it's just very important that our programs are flexible enough that you're able to complete them. And we've created FIU Online at the university so that we can allow you to complete your program no matter where you're located or when's the best time for you to connect. And today we offer over 120 degree programs online. We've been doing this for over 25 years. We've been providing our students online education for over 25 years. And we're also the #1 university to have Quality Matters certification for our program. So that means that when you join an FIU Online program, you are joining a program that is engaging and effective in helping you meet your learning goals. Now, about the Master of Science in Engineering Management, just introducing this program to you if you're still thinking about whether it's the right program for you, and before we jump into each of our professors and their courses. So this master's is 100% online. You can complete it in 10 courses or the equivalent of 30 credits. The tuition for all of those 10 courses is $25,000. That's regardless of whether you're a Florida resident, a non-Florida resident, or if you're in another country. That's the tuition for all of the 10 courses. And then there's also limited scholarships and financial aid available. And then just some things to keep in mind that this program, you can complete it in two different options. So you can either complete it in a full-time fashion and complete it in 12 months. This means you would be completing two courses at a time, or you can complete it in a part-time fashion and complete it in 24 months. So you'd be completing one course at a time. And then also, this program does prepare you for multiple certifications, including quality certifications such as the Six Sigma Black Belt, the Project Management Professional or PMP certification, and SAP certifications, although additional courses may be required for the SAP. And then just some things to keep in mind. We are currently accepting applications for our summer start, which is in May. So it's right around the corner. If you're interested in getting started in May, the application deadline is April 8th. I know some of you already submitted your application, so yay for you. Some of you have already been admitted. Some of you are still collecting your documents. However, if you haven't submitted your application and you want to start in the summer, you're still in time. You can submit your application by April 8th. And this is an overview of the courses. So the reason why we're all here today, just to learn about the courses and each of our professors. This is an overview of the courses. Before we go into the nitty-gritty, into the details of each of our courses and each of our professors, Dr. Lee, can you share just a snapshot of what our students can take away from the holistic curriculum of the program?
Yeah, sure. This program is well balanced. As you can see, we have some core courses that we feel every student should need this. Every engineering manager no matter what field you will be, these are the required courses. So like total quality management, deal with management issues. Later on, we'll have professor can go into the detail. And project management, industrial financial decision, those are the essential courses that everyone should know. And then on top of that, we have a group of business courses. And this business courses, most of you probably coming from a technical background, and you probably don't have a lot of exposure to different kind of business practice like business law, accounting, marketing, leadership, and so on. So this group, we pick 3 courses because this online program is lockstep. Therefore, in the regular program, we have more selections, but here we have to pick several courses for you. And then the major part of this program is the track. We pick those 4 courses: data representation. So everybody talk about big data, how to extract data, getting the information. Enterprise engineering is ERP, forecasting and demand, and application of OR. So those are the courses that help you to get advanced in your technology, in your already very advanced degree. So you may have a bachelor's degree in mechanical or so, but this will move you one step further. And so that would be the track. So it's pretty balanced. And like Carla just mentioned, those courses will be offered in the mini term. So we have 2 courses per mini term. And therefore, you can complete the entire program in a year. Or if you want to take one course at a time, then you can still complete this entire program in 2 years. One thing I have to be a little bit, well, make a little bit clarification. That is, you are not automatically getting the PMP certification. You still have to apply. However, the course will cover the material, all the body of knowledge for project management, you get it. And we even offer you some simulated tests so you can practice, but you still need to go through the official examination to get the certification. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. Yeah, that's a great overview of the courses. And, as Dr. Lee mentioned, one of my favorite things about this program is that it really is holistic in the curriculum. And well, Dr. Lee, you're our first professor that we're spotlighting. Share with our prospective students, Dr. Lee, just maybe a little bit more about your background, your experience, and the courses that you teach in particular, and kind of like what's your favorite thing about each course, but then also what's your main advice or takeaway for students who are about to join the program?
Okay. My background, I came from Taiwan. That's free China, uh, that part of the China. So I was born there, and then I came here for my master degree and PhD. I graduated from Iowa State University, and then since then I started working at FIU. So FIU would be my first job and probably will be my last job as well, because you can see I probably retire in a few years. And the course I teach in this program is Industrial Financial Decision. I love this course because it's not only can be applied to corporate environment, but you into your daily life. Because almost every day you have to face some financial decisions. You're buying a house, you select insurance plan, all this is you can probably do it well, you sometimes we do it intuitively, or you can actually analyze it very finely by financial advantage to see which program, which project is better for you. So this course I encourage a lot of students, not only we learn the basics that we can apply to help the corporate operation, but also apply to your daily life. That's my promotion for that class. And my favorite thing about each course, yeah, so we use very practical examples. Like when we talk about mortgage, we'll talk about the current mortgage and how do you calculate the ARP and different things. So you would understand the detail. Advanced to new student, watch out, because some courses are very demanding, or most of the courses are demanding. So you have to be prepared, fully concentrate. You cannot afford to have any time lapse, and it's difficult to catch up. So that's, but if you do encounter any problem, bring it up to your instructor, to me, or to Carla, and we'll have a group to help you. We have a team that we can help you, okay, with any issues. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. Yeah, that's great advice, about bringing up any kind of like challenges or problems that are, as a student that may come up throughout any point in time. There really is a whole team of people here, not only our professors. Our professors want to help you uh, firstly learn what they're teaching so that you can apply it in real life. But then also help you graduate, and we want to help you. So that's great advice, Dr. Lee. Thanks for sharing that. And we also have Dr. Resipor here with us. Dr. Resipor, talk to us about also just your experience, your background, the courses that you teach, and also what's your favorite thing about each of the courses that you teach. And then most importantly, your personal advice to our incoming students.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining this meeting. My name is Shabnam Rezapur. I'm an assistant professor in the program. I got my first PhD in business. My concentration was supply chain management, and I got my second PhD in systems engineering. In this program, I mainly deal with the research activities, supervising students, and for some of the research projects we have based on the budget, we usually hire some master students, and we usually give priority to the master students we hired for enterprise and logistics engineering program. So for this program, I usually teach two courses. The first one is the applications of OR in manufacturing. This is one of the quantitative courses we offer in this program. And in this course, we introduce optimization as one of the most important decision-making techniques for managers and for engineers. In the first part of the course, we focus on the technical topics in optimization. And in the second part of the course, we explain the applications of optimization in many different areas in logistics and engineering management, such as transportation planning, project management, production planning, manufacturing, supply chain, and managing inventory systems. So it's a very, rather than theory, the main focus of the course is on application, and it provides a very good mathematical background for students, and it connects the different courses we have, and we offer it in this program. The second course I teach is industrial and technological marketing for engineers. This is one of the business courses that should be taken by the students, and we completely customize this course for engineers. So it's a little bit different from the marketing courses that we usually have in business schools. We customize this course for engineers, and in addition to the framework and important concepts in marketing, we also introduce some of the quantitative tools that can be used by the engineers, by the marketers, to make good and optimal decisions. And about the advice to new students. So in this program, we try to provide flexibility to the students, so in taking courses. So we usually try not to put prerequisites for the courses, but sometimes the sequence of taking courses can help the students to pass them in a better and in an easier way. So before taking the courses, it can be helpful to talk to Dr. Lee or the other faculties we have in the program, and they can provide you some advice about the sequence of taking courses to make them easier for you to pass. And we are always here to answer your questions and to provide any advice if you need.
Thank you, Dr. Resapor. I love that advice about just, us always being here and answering our students' questions. And then we also have Dr. Science with us, also part of your professorship experience with the program. Dr. Science, can you also share about your background and expertise, the courses that you teach, your favorite thing about each course, and then your advice to new students?
Yes, of course. Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. My name is Oscar Sainz. I am a new professor here at FIU. This is my second year. I'm originally from Nicaragua, so my mother tongue is Spanish, in case that may be useful for some of you. My family immigrated into the US in the 80s because of Civil War. Then I graduated from a bachelor in industrial engineering. Then I got an MBA, a master in business administration, with a concentration in project management. And then I went to work for industry for around 15 years. I was a production manager and then a project manager for almost 11 years. And then I got the opportunity to study a PhD in industrial and systems engineering. So I got it actually from FIU. Thanks, FIU. Then I became a professor. And since then, I have taught many courses, graduate courses in operations management, supply chain management, logistics, project management, and many other courses in statistics, design of experiments, and inferential statistics related courses. I like to teach. I am a professor of practice here at FIU. And I've been teaching in this program, I've been teaching project management and total quality management. These two courses are, I like them because they not only relate to my previous work experience They are courses that relate to almost any position that you may take in the future, in your future career development. Let's say project management is something that existing managing projects is something that you will very, very likely do in any position in any company, because that's the way that companies evolve doing projects. And quality related courses, of course, companies that compete in the market, trying to improve the quality of their products and services. So these two courses are not only very important, for me, they are kind of fun to teach because they relate to my experience, and it's very easy to relate to the practice, to your future practice. It is very easy to find examples of projects and very easy to find examples of good quality. Remember the Boeing case? So that's my favorite thing about these courses. And advice to new students, we are here for you. Don't wait until the midterm, until the final exam to ask questions. We love all of us. I'm sure all of us will love to have questions in class. If the class, I mean, meaning before these classes are online. So I mean, before the midterm, before the finals, any doubt, any question is very welcome. It helps us to also improve our courses in case you bring up something that may be interesting to deal to include in our general delivery of the classes as a whole. So we value your input, your experiences, and your questions. So glad to be here, and thank you for being here with us.
Thank you, Dr. Science. Thank you. And then we also have with us Dr. Shen, also part of your professors for the program. Dr. Shen, would you also be able to share a little bit about your background and your experience, the
Sure.
course that you teach, and what's your advice to new students?
Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Quan-San Shen. I'm the assistant teaching professor. I joined FIU since the 2005. Before I joined FIU, I was working in the manufacturing companies as the material manager and the logistics manager. My expertise is in the enterprise, the system engineering, analysis, configuration, inventory control, production planning, and scheduling, and also is the logistics engineering. And for the course is the enterprise engineering is a very interesting course because this is, we are going to use just the system engineering concept to model, analyze, design, and implement enterprise engineering. You may, ask what's the enterprise? Enterprise include all the company, even non-profit organization, university, hospital also can call the enterprise. And from this course, you will learn how to use the model, the tools, and system analysis tools to model this enterprise system. In this system, you will collect the data from the real company, is to establish your own the enterprise system, the model called as is model. Then use this analysis, the technology to improve. Use such as, for example, BPR, business process re-engineering, to find some problem. Then you find a solution to fix the problem. Meanwhile, in this course, we also will learn how to make the business technology, business decision to maximize or optimize your company the profit. the technical platform we are going to use called SAP. This SAP, some of you may know, this is the largest ERP software, and it takes dominant market share. And this course, Enterprise Engineering, is one of 3 courses for get the SAP certificate. Our certificate is approved by the SAP UA University Alliance. So I think this is also one of the value. And my favorite, yeah, a little bit more. What I hope you know, our future students is I hope you will be like the factory doctor. Not only you learn the knowledge for this the enterprise engineering and the system, also you can try to solve the real problem, factory doctor. And one of my students just now is got the offer from the Amazon as the technical program the manager. This is, you know, I like to hear the news. Also, maybe you later also will be the manager director or some the XO, right? Is the chief operating the officer and something else. And the advice to the new student the following: because as a graduate student, not only you need to know what you learn, and you need to understand why to do this. You need to learn just behind this, is the knowledge behind this. So then really you, after graduation, you can make your contribution to the companies. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shen. That's great advice. You know, really, really figuring out the whys to really make contributions to organizations, Dr. Shen. That's great advice to our incoming students, and I believe that's a great component of the master's program. And then we also have with us Dr. Tavana, who is also part of your experience with all our professors of the program. Dr. Tavana, can you also share about your background and the courses that you teach, your favorite thing about each course, and then your advice to our new incoming students?
Sure. I want to welcome all the prospect and students and who have already decided to join or are thinking about that. I like the picture that you chose for my slides is an FIU mascot.
That's Rory.
Yes, so you will get familiar with our mascot. So my name is Hossein. I go by Zain or Hossein Tabana. I originally from Iran. I studied there civil engineering. I did my bachelor and master's degree. I worked there a few years. I co-founded a traffic and transportation company. I was consulting. And then I decided to come, whether I was wise or not, I think I was, came to United States for my further studies. I did another master degree in Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan. I got my PhD at the University of Texas at Austin from that university. Then I worked in the industry after graduation. I worked for Continental Airlines in Houston, Texas for 5 years, 12 years here in Miami. I worked for Carnival Cruise Lines. All of them were in revenue management, operations research, pricing science. While working for Carnival Cruise Line, I started teaching a course as adjunct, which is the forecasting and demand management. And after 5 years, I also worked after Carnival, worked a few years in the industry as a consultant. And then 3 years ago, I joined FIU to work as a full-time faculty. As a research professor is the same as teaching professor, has different names. That's one more thing, actually, I forgot to mention. When I was working for Carnival Cruise Lines, I did a Master of Science in Finance at FIU in finance department. So I know what it takes to work and go back to school. And a lot of you guys might be working full-time, part-time, or just graduated. So it is, we appreciate. I know it is hard, so it needs a lot of dedication, especially being come from master. It is your choice because you want to do it, not because your parents expected you to go to, do undergrad. That's my background. The courses I teach, as I mentioned, one of them is forecasting and demand management. In that course, actually, both of these courses can be also in the business school. It's common. That can be some of the things that you need in business, in addition to engineering. We cover in forecasting and demand management. The first part is regression modeling and then time series analysis. The second part is, which we call demand management, is pricing. How companies or you, if you are in charge of a product, how to price it to maximize revenue, how companies do that. And the second course that I teach is engineering data representation and modeling. As I mentioned, I was working in the industry for a long time. One thing that I noticed, our graduates from this program, or in general, industrial engineering program, is they know how to solve the problem. But before that, you have to prepare the data. So if you do not do that, you cannot rely on somebody else to do it for you. At least you should have a common language with that person to tell them what you want, how you want it, and then you can create models that they cannot do. So you all can be multifaceted. You can learn both of them. As a manager, as you grow in the industry, or hopefully in your position, then you should have common language with people that they work for you. They do that. So they know, you understand what they say and they understand what you want. So these are the courses. My favorite thing about each course, forecasting and demand management, we go deep, as if I call it like going under the hood. The car, how things work, what are the parts, things work. In the pricing, as I mentioned, I was working in this industry all last 20 years, was in the pricing and revenue management. This is very unique that not many schools offer, not many, definitely engineering schools, some business schools offer, and hospitality, that what is price elasticity, how you price your product in competition, and so forth. The second course, engineering data representation, is very hands-on. So the first part, we cover SQL, structural query language, how to write queries to get the data, how to create tables in database. And the second part, we cover a course, software program, Alteryx, which is very common, popular in the industry. It started last few years, and it starts from data management, how manage the data, goes to advanced modeling. And then if you want, you can continue with machine learning and data science tools. The good thing is you do not have to write codes. It's drag and drop. So we have that introduction, at least for you guys, and how much you want to advance, you can learn. And we have a license, provide a license for a year, which is, costs $5,000 for free. So you can continue for a year to use that program in other courses. They say, it's not for, it's only academic, but, maybe at work, if you have a project, you can, you can do it at home. So advice to new students. I mentioned I was, I went back to school, and there was a one-year program, and I didn't need a degree, to be honest with you. I had my PhD, I was working, and I went and talked to the director. I said, I was the one that I wasn't necessarily only looking, reading the slides. I want to read the book, detail. So I talked to the director, and they designed a 2-year program for me. But here, when we were designing this program, we had that in mind. So I know that, the students have different workload. Some of them are, they can take, actually, when Carla mentioned one course at a time, so it will be 2 courses each semester, but 2 short ones, 1 and 1. So the 1-year program will be 4. So I have the students that I'm teaching engineering data representation. They say, oh, we don't have enough homework. I need more to be prepared for the test. At the same time, some students a lot of work. So it depends on your schedule. I know you have most of you have a family commitment, work, so you have to decide what you do. It's nothing be both 1-year and 2-year program. We cover the same course, the same material. So it's nothing wrong if you want to do 2-year. We will love you, if you can do faster 1 year, that would be great. The good thing is that also is online. You're not, have to be in Miami. You can be anywhere, as Carla mentioned, anywhere in the United States or in the world and continue. I have students from West Coast, Washington State and Portland, and students from Florida that now his assignment in Colombia. So that's a good thing about online program. That's it, Carla.
Thank you, Dr. Tavana. Thank you. Yes, talking about where our students are located, I was actually looking at the geographical distribution map of our online students, and they really are just all over the world. So we're glad you're here, no matter where you're connecting from. And while, I mentioned that there's an entire team of people, and I think it was echoed amongst the advice shared from our professors that there's this team of people here to help you and that we want to help you. And this is really the team of people that is dedicated to you and your experience as a student as you're completing the master's in engineering management. In addition to all of your professors, you also have additional folks here to help you at FIU Online, including a student success coach, our very own Janessa Guzman, part of the FIU community and here exclusively to help you as an online student, as your student success coach. Again, there's an entire team of people here for you. And I think one of the main takeaways from this session, if you're watching today, is really that you can reach out to us at any point in time. We want to help you get to where you want to go. So please just always reach out to us. There is a team of people here to help you every step along the way. And I know some of you already submitted your application. Some of you have already been admitted, so congrats for you. But then if you still have not submitted your application and you wish to start in the summer, which is in May, then you still have time to submit your application. You can submit your application by April 8th. So that's kind of like right around the corner, and you submit it at go.fiu.edu/apply. Feel free to take a print screen of this document, of this slide. This is a great slide. It kind of shows you all the steps for application. A few things to keep in mind for your application, that there's the applications process, and then there's the application documents that you need. For the actual process, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and that's the process that you complete at go.fiu.edu/apply. And then the documents that you need for application, you can submit those to us afterwards. Those include an official transcripts from each of your former universities, official transcript translation if the transcripts are not in English, and proof of degree if your degree is not posted on your official transcript. And then as optionals, you may provide 3 recommendation letters, a resume, and a statement of purpose. But we are here to help you as questions may arise with these documents. So we're here to help you along that process. And then just some things to keep in mind is that for admissions requirements, you need a bachelor's degree in STEM, business, or another closely related field. And then you need an undergraduate GPA of 3.0 or higher for the last 60 hours of your upper division coursework. And if your degree was completed in a country where English is not the official language, then you also need an English proficiency exam. There's a few options for you to choose from, including the TOEFL, the IELTS, and Duolingo. A lot of our incoming students are choosing Duolingo just because it's a lot easier to complete. The scores are here up on the screen. Again, if you have any questions, we're here to help you answer them. Feel free to take a print screen of this slide as well. And also, there normally is an application fee for submitting your graduate school application at FIU. However, FIU Online wants to cover that fee for you if you decide to apply to the online master's in engineering management program. This is another great slide to take a print screen of. Feel free to take a print screen of this. Here, basically, it goes over the steps for submitting your application and then the steps required for us to cover that fee for you. You apply at go.fiu.edu/apply. That process asks you to create a username if you haven't already created one. And then it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to submit to complete that process. It's basically a questionnaire asking information about you, asking information about your former institutions. And then at the very end of that questionnaire, which takes about 10 to 15 minutes to complete, you select an option to pay by check. You're going to get a question that asks, hey, how do you want to pay for the application fee? Select the check option. And then after you submit your application, you're going to get a confirmation email. And then after that, just email us to let us know that you submitted your application. Email us at onlineprograms@fiu.edu. Include your application number and Panther ID, which will be in that confirmation email that you receive. And let us know you applied and that you wish for us to cover your application fee. Again, it's very important that you select the pay by check option. It's the only way then that we can then go into the back end and then just look you up and cover that fee for you. Again, if you're thinking about applying, you're still in time for summer. The application deadline is April 8th. And well, we do have some time here to answer your questions. I know some of you are like in different points in time as you're thinking about or preparing to start the program. But before we jump into the Q&A session, I have a question for the group, which is if you can share with us in the chat what you're looking forward to the most in the program. So please do share with us. We'd love to figure out what you're looking forward to the most. We'd love to hear from you. And then as you share, I also want to open it up to questions. So feel free to either share in the chat or open up your video or your microphone and share with us either questions that are on your mind right now and just what you're looking forward to the most in the program. So let's see what we got.
Hello, my name is Sophia. I don't have any specific questions. I just wanted to say thank you for the meeting. It was very informative. I'm still waiting for my response from the admission department. So I'm really looking forward to meeting all of you and working with all the professors. They all seem very nice and knowledgeable. So really excited for me to start in summer, hopefully. So.
Yes, Sophia, we look forward to hopefully having you in our classes in summer. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. Sophia, are you already working with Jasmine in helping answer any questions specific to your?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, she's been super helpful. She helped me throughout the whole process, and I already sent all the information that I needed to send out. And I think it's gonna be 2 weeks now that's under review. So we'll see. Hopefully I get accepted.
Hopefully. Yes. Thank you, Sophia. Great to hear.
Thank you. I love your energy, Carla, by the way. I love your energy.
Oh, thank you, Sophia. Thank
day.
you. Thank you so much. You're so kind.
Hey, this is Daniel Velez. Really great presentation. Looking forward to starting up on this master's program in the fall. I just had a question concerning enrollment. I recently received an email about fall and summer enrollment starting up. Are we automatically going to be enrolled in the courses that we have to take, or do we have to enroll in those courses ourselves, or pick and choose?
So I can answer that. Daniel, the way that enrollment happens is that if you're admitted, you sign the student acceptance form, and based off of your selection there, whether you select the full-time or part-time, is how you're enrolled in courses. So it does happen automatically. You don't have to enroll yourself in courses.
Excellent. I don't know if I've seen the student acceptance form come through my inbox, or seen on my FIU portal. I'm not
So
sure
the
where to
student,
find that. But
yeah, no problem. I can help with that too. So the student acceptance form, we typically send it via email. You probably will be receiving it soon. What happened is that since we're closer to the summer is priority right now, and then typically we will work with the fall, but you can feel free. I'll go ahead and jot that down too, so I can make note so that I can go ahead and send that your way.
excellent. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Daniel. That was great. And then we also have somebody else who shared in the chat. This is a great question. Thank you for sharing this. I'm interested in starting this May. However, I have a prior engagement, which will take me out of the country for 2 weeks at the end of May. Is it recommended I start in the summer or wait until the following semester? I guess, do any of the professors maybe have any guidance on that? Like, what happens if somebody, has a commitment for about 2 weeks, 2 weeks after starting the program, and and maybe if you can share, are you going to be like completely disconnected for 2 weeks? Are you going to be able to like have some time to log in? Or are you just going to be, completely disconnected for 2 weeks? And I guess, if you can expand on that, maybe we can share a little bit more clarity. But I guess in general, what would our professors say? Or I don't know if yeah, I guess what's the guidance there, like for somebody who maybe has to be away for 2 weeks?
Dr. Science, you want to answer that? Because that summer will be one of your
Yeah.
course in summer A.
Okay, yes. Usually work is not a problem because as an online student, you should be able to access the material from wherever you are. Now, that's the key question, access. Well, as Carla mentioned, if you're going to be disconnected from the network or in a place that there is no internet, definitely my advice is to wait until the fall. Because 2 weeks is 25% of the material will be covered in the first 2 weeks. Because if you're talking, Dr. Lea, we're talking about project management, because that would be an eight weeks course, right?
Right, that would be in the summer A. So it's actually 7 weeks only.
7 weeks, yeah. 2 weeks is too much material to miss. In case you are not, if you have it, okay, I see your answer here. If you have internet and you will have the time to go over the material, that shouldn't be a problem. Now, as I mentioned, access is the key. Make sure that make some testing your communications. Make sure our Canvas system requires you to authenticate yourself, and it sends you need to input text or using the Duo application. So make sure that wherever you are, you will receive the text and the instructions to logging into Canvas. That's the only thing that I will be concerned about right now, access to Canvas, to our system. Now, if it is only 2 weeks, and you will have time to log in and to study. I can help you with that because I could send you by emails for 2 weeks. I could send you by email some materials in case you let me know that for some reason you do not have access to Canvas. Okay, but make sure you keep communicating with us to keep track of your situation.
That's great advice. And it was elaborated that it's not going to be quite 2 weeks, it's just 1 week, and that there will be access to internet. And regarding the dual security login, if you won't have SMS available, there's also a way for you to get some security codes ahead of time, which you only use one time, and our university technology services department can also be of help with that if needed. So there are ways around it. So just reach out to us. There's another question by Sophia. Sophia, do we have the times and days for the classes? I do want to elaborate that the classes are completed on your time. So there aren't like any set days and times for the classes. There will be a schedule, and I think maybe we can share that with you later, Sophia, but there is a schedule of like when the classes are completed, but there isn't like a day and time that you have to connect. You do have to complete the coursework like by certain, like there's assignments due by a certain like deadline, like whether it's like on a Sunday or on a Monday or whatnot. Like there will be deadlines for you to complete, certain assignments, but it's not like you have to connect, on this day because everything is done on your time. And then there's another question in the chat about whether the classes can be online or on campus. So this information we're sharing in this session is for the program that is 100% online. There is an on-campus program. However, the information for that program is a little bit different, and the experience for that program is a little bit different. This is for the program that is 100% online at FIU. And I think we missed a question. One of the questions was whether somebody can switch between the 2-year program and the 1-year program. I guess, can somebody do that? Say somebody enrolls in the 1-year program and then they decide, hey, you know what? I really need to switch to the 2-year program. Is there a way for students to do that, to switch between the part-time and the full-time program?
Sure. Yeah. The program is flexible, so it's rotating whole year round. So if you didn't take some classes, and it will come around the following year. So yeah, no problem. You can switch because you really don't know what's coming. We don't have a crystal ball so to tell what's going to happen in the future. So if your workload increase or so you cannot handle the full load, you can switch to part-time, vice versa. So yeah, this is flexible.
Perfect.
That was actually a very good question because I had a student last semester that was in a 1-year program, but that semester his wife was pregnant. She was expecting, and he was working full time, and any day, sometimes in the meetings, he had the phone, even during the test. You have that flexibility. One semester your workload at work is a lot, so you can slow down and then pick up. As Dr. Lee mentioned, is rotates. So that's a very good point.
And then we have another question. How much is the application fee? So the application fee normally is $30. However, we can cover that fee for you. And the way for us to cover that fee for you, let me just pull up that slide, is to basically, when you're submitting your application, the process is to submit it at go.fiu.edu. And on that process, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes. At the very end of that, that questionnaire, it's going to ask you how you want to pay for that application fee for those $30. And what we're asking you to do is to select the pay by check option. And then after you submit your application, email us at onlineprograms@fiu.edu. Let us know that you submitted your application and share with us your application number and Panther ID. And then we're going to look you up on the back end to cover that fee for you. So again, that fee is normally $30. However, feel free to take a print screen of this slide, and then that way, if you haven't submitted your application already, we can go ahead and cover that fee for you when you apply to the online engineering management masters.
There is something that I would like to add. Sophia asked about meeting classes. The class material is online, but I do have office hours. So in case you need a one-on-one meeting, we can have a Zoom meeting during the week, anytime. We can coordinate that. Not only to clarify subjects, but any other project management related question that you may have. Maybe some students that are working may have projects at that work. They may have a question about that, and I'll be happy to share too.
A good point, Dr. Science. Actually, from this semester, I started having office hours, regular office hours. I know students mostly work during the weekend, so it's a Saturday, Sunday homework are due. Saturday was option. So I record the meeting, 4 or 5 students come, they ask the question, we record the meeting for everybody. So it is not required, but you can. So it is very different than, online courses that you might take other, institutes or, online edX or something. So it is very interactive. You can access us. And another thing that I want to add, we all want you to succeed. We want to help you to learn the material and to succeed. One more thing, actually, if you start, sorry, Carla, if you, I don't know if you have time. If you start summer and fall is the best time because the order of the courses are in a way that, like forecasting and data representation, we set it up. So that's the best time to join. Not that spring will be, we cannot, but this is the best time to join the program.
And I have another question that came privately to me, asking about payment deferment options when your employer has tuition reimbursement. So there's different options for you, including a payment schedule that you can set up with the university if needed. And then also your employer does also have a way to just reach out to us and connect with us to see if there's a way to like automate that somehow. However, that's not all employers have that. So you may need to either work with the university's payment deadlines or use one of the payment timeline scheduling options that the university has. Again, but reach out to us. We can work with you directly, and maybe we can connect with your employer, like whoever's in charge of benefits or HR at your employer, to see if there's any ways to automate that. So do reach out to us. We'd love to help set that up. And well, we're out of time, but this has been great. Thank you everybody for joining. We are here for you regardless of where you're at in this next step, in this next phase of your development, of your career. We'd love to connect with you further, connect with you one-on-one if needed. So do reach out to us. We're here to help, and we look forward to hopefully having you in our courses either this summer or this fall. Thank you and be well. Bye.
Bye-bye.